Welcome to Miss Dragon's Menagerie. Everyone is welcome, everyone is accepted. The only requirement is that you are loving, kind, and respectful to one another. Bad behavior will not be tolerated.
Hello. Let me get back to comments. Yeah. Let's see if that little number shows up today again. No, probably with a gazillion different names. I'm multitasking today. Today went way too fast. I had the 8-year-old. They call it. Thank you. Oh, good. And you can see me and can you hear me? The 8-year-old had they called it the Wax Museum, where they have kids portray somebody from history. So, good. So she got to be Amelia Earhart. How did these things go in the bag? I'm trying to put the baby's bed back together, and I forgot how I took it out. But yeah, today is just went by too fast, so I had to be up and ready for that. I had to go and find where I put the grinder because I put it downstairs instead of upstairs. Similar, very similar. Instead of having, they dress up like who they're supposed to be. She had on the aviator glasses, the scarf, the bomber, the pleather bomber, and the boots and everything. And then she recites who she is, what she is, then that first woman to fly over, I forget what it is. Is it I know she got lost in the Pacific. But yeah. Okay, I got to use this for a second. Can you hear me now? I did something when I. Okay, I got to use this for a second. Okay. Can you hear me now? Okay. Somehow when I piled all the blankets over here, I'll get this out of my face then because I'm using the microphone for the MacBook. I think I unplugged that big unit that has all the knobs and dials for these microphones. So yeah, somehow I did that. I don't know. Good God, with a lighter color lipstick on it makes me look pale. It's that or the lighting, one or the other. Yeah. So I'm pretty sure I piled something where I shouldn't have. I didn't look. I just got to take the bed down. Got to make my way to the window there so that I can hook up the hose for that air conditioner because it's going to be 89 this weekend and I am not looking forward to 89. No. Not at all. So, but yeah, I got to figure out how to get these things back into the bag. So, yeah, I've got to multitask today because, I also got to fix my chair. I'm kind of low. Because I also got to, definitely going to stick to an hour because I've also got to get hamburger started grinding before my little bowl in a China hut shows up. So I got 2 chuck roasts I got to cut up and fit and grind and then bag and then dice ham and oh good, that would be nice if it does. My mechanic, no, I just vacuum seal. I grind my hamburger, weigh it out per if it's like for tacos or something in pound bags. If it's for hamburger, it's in a 1.5 pound bag. And then I've got to dice up ham for camping. And then vacuum seal it and freeze it. Next is bacon. Got to cook it and vacuum seal it and freeze it. Because we do what we call camping. First breakfast is what I usually make. And in case people only stay one night, this group that's going stays 3 nights. Okay. Not much I can do about it, really, except wait. And not thrilled about to have to get up an hour and a half earlier than I normally do. But fine today. Not a problem today. But the sun seems to be quiet today, too, so that'll be interesting if it acts up. My heart starts acting up inside that thing. So we'll see. It's like, we'll see if they find anything in there. Got it. Don't forget the first CT scan I ever got was, and I asked Keith, I said, did they find anything? Because I had tripped on black ice and knocked myself out cold. And he's like, nope, not a thing in there. Nothing. That's to be expected. So I swear to God, this chair is sinking. I have to get out the tool so I can rise it up because between the kids, the shock absorber, whatever you want to call it, is shot. Yeah, my doctor understands. But we just got to find the right medication tweak because I'll probably need a pacemaker, but I don't want a pacemaker while I'm hiking because, say, my pulse gets too high just because I'm exerting myself going up a hill, and then it thinks it's going into VFib, and God knows what it'll do to me then, out on the hillside with no signal, no nothing. So, but yeah, they don't, science doesn't want you to realize, because then if science makes you realize how much we're connected to the sun, then most people won't buy that climate bullshit without the sun being involved in it. The sun is heating up all the rest of the planets, not just us. So, yeah. See, at least yours are asking that. Here, nothing. No, they don't. A few years back, they said, Homeland Security said get a year's worth of food and water. Other countries, certain red countries, have told their civilians to get a year's worth of food and water. Nothing here. No. So people, it's just like, here, keep spending your money, keep our profit share, our profit holder or stockholders keep their profits coming in. That's all they care about. They don't give a shit about us. No. Nope. We're, that's okay. That's how I was the other day. Sorry, it was Sunday. I was just too. Yeah. Europe's being told they ain't saying shit here. Unless you listen to like Marv or Alaska. I can't remember his actual name. Yeah, Nate from Canadian Preppers, Brad from Full Spectrum Survival. Those are the only ones that are going to give you any information. And well, they get buried in the algorithm so bad that they don't even show up on anything anymore. And in France, they're trying to use, was it Finland said that they could use, I'm trying to remember what Marv said because I was working on dinner last night. That Ukraine could use the stuff that they gave them inside of Russia. It's not going to be good. And people here aren't going to be prepared. No. Yeah. And then France, they want to get their little grubby paws into there too. Yeah. And America's stretched too thin. We're on too many front lines as is. I'm pretty sure that's done by design. Make us collapse from within. I love it. I posted a thing from Bill Cooper from like 96 on how, you don't need to worry about any external forces coming in. It's gonna happen. We'll be destroyed from within. And someone, I can't remember, made some comment. I'm like, dude, this is from in the 90s, not now. This is, this is common knowledge for a lot of us, but yep. I remember I saved it, but I didn't keep it. If I did, it's on a external hard drive somewhere. Where Putin was the only one that had 2 ounces of brain that says, if this happens, and this was 10, 15 years ago, he said, if this happens, it's game over. We're done. If they start dropping bombs, they start dropping nuclear bombs, we're done. And there's some with the belief that interdimensionals or whatnot won't let us drop bombs because of the things that have happened with silos and things turning off and stuff. So yeah, he's the only one who's got any common sense right now. No, he may be kind of strict, but it's the type of leadership is different. There's more care for the people, at least with that over there. It may not be perfect care, may not be ideal, but he actually, considers his people more than the rest of the world does, or at least the rest of the Western world does. We're just tax cattle. They don't care. Oh yeah. Now, supposedly, this is what I've heard. One of the things I've heard. You watch him walk. That's the right arm that barely moves. I know there was one theory that's from this KGB days, so he can get to his weapon if need be faster. So, yeah. And they still take out some of their people like they did to the KGB. Or use those heart attack guns. So, except they tend to seem to push them out the window. I think the last couple ones, yeah, kind of went out the window. But, I mean, the people seem very, very nice. My brother had a girlfriend from there. God, she was pretty. And he would go over there, she would come over here, and he really avoids the M word marriage. So yeah, wasn't gonna fly. Was not gonna fly. But she was nice. She was really, really nice. Extremely smart. But I gotta make sure I got all the legs, and then I gotta find her bed. Her comfy, cozy cot, she calls it. Interesting. Nowadays, nothing surprises me anymore. Nothing surprises me. And then have you seen those ones that look like there's a mask and that whoever's playing Biden has a mask on? We got deep fakes. We've got AI. You don't know what to believe anymore. You listen to it all so that when one of the realities happen, you go, oh yeah, I heard about that. Yeah. Oh man, that's cool. Without a shirt on, no, I couldn't do that. I mean, I wear these things in the winter and go outside, but no, that's a little. I mean, the deep cold, no thanks. No, I'm too much of a wuss. I'll look at the snow from the inside of the house, but yeah, I know Norwegians are supposed to be used to snow, and you know, the United Network News. Okay, yeah, I wonder if they have a Telegram channel. Where you get a lot of my information is Telegram lately. No, this has vibes. This finger hurts. I thought I was going to throw up today. Back in 2015, he's an alpha. He's definitely an alpha. And this is definitely trying to figure out which way I'm going to fold this to put it back in there. Yeah. It was interesting watching that the Norse basically, when he did that thing with Tucker Carlson, basically the Norse were the ones that started Russia. I was like, well, that's cool. So my ancestors started Russia. So this is not perfect. Oh, my finger hurts. I went to he made himself president for life. All he's got to do is look at you wrong and you disappear into a gulag. You're dead. It was a Bay of Pigs. It was a Russian soldier who decided not to launch that nuke that he was supposed to. Yeah. We were all over the place. What do you call it? I'll have to see if I can find mine. It's called Eaters of the Dead, the old version of the Eaters of the Dead from the 70s. And it is so cool because you get an idea of how the Norse lived and a Norse funeral, which I would love to have, but they won't let me be, stick my body on a boat and burn it. Okay, yeah, it was or was it the Cuban Missile Crisis? Maybe something in that time frame. Yeah. Hey, Charlie, how are you? No. Oh. I'm trying to figure out how I'm about to roll this into a tube and shove it in the bag where it came from. Yeah. So far, so good. Just pray for me, Charlie, for tomorrow morning at about 10:30. Yeah. Got to get that MRI done, whether I like it or not. I just got the approval letter, which is a lot faster than the one I got for my ultrasound. Okay. Yeah. I get so many things confused nowadays. Thank you. It's so much. There's so much going on, and so much we weren't told that we're now learning, and so much stuff they don't want us to learn that it's like, where does it end? Where does it begin? What am I supposed to do? That like, was it? I made a video and I need to post it on here. It's like 2 minutes about the justice system and my take on it and how it's rules for thee but not for thee. And I had written this over a month ago, so it has nothing to do with the one's issues he's got going on now. And some guy came on and said something about my guy and bending over and something else on TikTok. And I'm like, wow, that person could never, ever play poker because he would give away what side he's on. You know, I almost wrote, red right wing, left wing, all part of that same rotting bird, and that bird's gonna shit on you. But I was like, man, another friend jumped in and said something. So yeah, I give up on this one for right now. Got full blankets. Enough blankets. No, it's not. It's like, what was it? And then there's Q clearance, which I didn't learn about till later. Evidently, that's a high clearance. Yeah. My doctor is his brother is high up in the military, and he's been helping me. Yeah, he's been helping, medical wise prep for what I need, and because he says it's not a matter of if, it's a matter of when. So yeah, my dad figured out. Okay, my dad figured out, what was it, 60 years later, after he was in Korea, that his job was delivering top secret paperwork to other people, but they had him go to places to help the soldiers. He coached. His title basically was coaching basketball, was his job in the military. Well, they could send him to coach basketball at this base or whatever, and then oh, here, take this with you while you're going over there and drop it off. So, oh, I'm sure, yeah, but yeah, you haven't said anything though, so it's just rank level, so there's no information in there. So, but yeah, he realized he was delivering top secret paperwork during Korea. And he was telling some guy, and the guy goes, well, this town doesn't exist. And for some reason, Mother had his military photo album. And there's pictures of those cities. I said, Dad, you've been right all along. Don't let someone tell you no, it didn't exist. They're right here. So, yeah. But I looked up today and I went, holy crap, it's almost 1 o'clock. So I got to get this taken apart. The air conditioner plugged in today. I got to get hamburger gone before the little bull in the China hutch comes in. And then, and then tomorrow, I'm crossing my fingers I'll be back in time. But my list of groceries that I got to grab that I completely missed keeps getting longer. Got to grab some curtain rods. Yeah, I know. Yes, he needs to be freed. Assange needs to be freed. This is bullcrap. They're like, well, Russia helped them. No, they didn't. Can almost guarantee it's that poor kid who got murdered for a robbery where he didn't have anything taken. So, I think we can all figure that out, who that is. But, yeah. Seems awfully quiet so far. I haven't had anyone show up that needs to be dealt with. Maybe they'll give up. I don't know. Yeah, I gotta get these all folded. And I gotta get up in the cupboard. So put them back because I don't know when I'm gonna have her next. Get out the little pink cat bed so the cat can have her bed. Because she likes Kira's little bed, but no, it doesn't work. And what I'm thinking is, for a bed sheet for this cot, Oh yeah, there is no justice anymore. It's you know the was it? It's supposed to be innocent until proven guilty, and now it seems to become uh, oh Thursday. Thursday, I'll be back. I would like to be back by Wednesday, but I got to go to Joann's and get some blackout material. I have to pick up curtain rods that I already have ordered and ready for me at Home Depot. And then, however long, I don't want that blasted thing to take an hour. God, I hope not. If it's just a plain old MRI, hopefully it won't take an hour. And then, I need milk. I don't have milk. A couple other things I needed to get, but yeah. So I would love to be, but I don't know if I'm gonna get back in time before the little, because it's still a daycare day, but I'll definitely be here Thursday and Friday. Not going anywhere Friday at all. Now that I gotta stop by at the bank tomorrow too and get cash out because we got a guy coming working on my brakes. I think my front brakes are warped. I think my rotors are warped, so hopefully those can be turned. Yeah, I don't know. He's just quiet right now, and well, hopefully the front brakes can be turned. I don't need full rotors. Um, and then my back brakes are grinding, so I'm pretty sure the ceramic or whatever it is disappeared. It's gone. So yeah, so they both got to get done. That ain't gonna be cheap, but at least he comes and does it right in my driveway. So, and after this, I also gotta no contrast. Thank goodness, no contrast. And he wanted my arteries done, but I guess if there's something that shows up on this one, then insurance will approve it for my arteries, and then I'll probably have to have contrast. And I don't think I'm allergic to contrast dyes. Luckily, I'm not, because I did something to my kidneys years ago. Sticky rollers. She likes to play with sticky rollers. You just cannot clean yourself. Yeah, I know. And I can't even remember what. I think it was when I was trying to pass a kidney stone. I don't know that they did that. It's been so long ago. Oh, this little kid just loves blankets to the point I walk in the middle of the night and she's sleeping with them over her face. I'm like, no, 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 no. She's done that ever since she's a tiny baby. You go to pull the blanket down, she puts it right back up. So, yeah. All righty. Where'd we go? We're not there. That's why it's not there. Yeah. So, oh, shit. I actually went to bed halfway early last night. I got to bed a little bit after 10. Yeah. She's such a little stink pot. We're at my dad's. And then we went to a local little burger joint, independent burger joint. And she said, Daddy, Mommy, and her sister are her best friends. I said, isn't Nana your sister? Isn't Nana your best friend? No, neither's Uncle Nene. And I'm like, oh, gee, thanks a lot. Oh, God, that did. And I rushed it. Yeah, I rushed it. I was ready to get it over with. And it took me an hour with self-propelled. It took me an hour. I have that much lawn to mow. So then I'm one of these people, if you mow this way at one time, then the next time you got to go mow this way. I can't remember why. It's the way the grass grows or what. But yeah, I had to do that. People think that the life of a housewife is boring and there's nothing to do. I've never been a housewife. Yeah, I was tired. I was just ready to get it done because I thought, and the blasted wind, and it's still going today. It was supposed to, well, according to the Weather Channel, it was supposed to be done by 11:30 last night, but that didn't happen. I went out to the elementary school today, and it was still blowing. So, yeah, it's never ending. But I'm just tired. I'm whiny today, and I'm tired. I looked at the floor last night, and I need to vacuum it. And I might have the 8-year-old vacuum up her own crumbs she left me from yesterday's graham crackers. I looked down and went, I just vacuumed that. It's too. And, they like those Black Forest organic gummies made out of fruit juice. Or one little package is 25% of your daily sugar. So I said, well, you can only have a couple of those today, and Costco doesn't have any. God, I would love to be a sloth for a day. But I look at stuff and I'm like, going, I got to do this. I do this. And if I don't write it down, I don't get it done. Thank goodness I can sit here and multitask. All her blankets. So I get that all set up. It's like today's in the 60s. In 2 days, it'll be in the 80s. And it cracks me up. This little blanket here was daughter's, as I call her. She was going to put it in a Goodwill bag to take to a secondhand store, and Carly discovered it. So for a while there, it became the car blanket that had to stay in the car if it was too cold. So yeah. Now people's like, do you have a to-do list? Oh no, I have a to-do book. Thank you. It's like I swept down the 2 steps down that go down into the laundry room or to the outside. I at least got that swept. I haven't had time to mop it yet. So that's still on my list of things I got to finish to do. And by the time I get around to it, I'm going to have to sweep it again. So, but I found the local grocery store that sells premium Angus beef they had 2 chuck roasts for $5.99 a pound. So I bought both of those, and I'm going to grind them up for hamburger so I can use them in Hamburger Helper. What I was thinking of doing with this cot bed that's got legs, instead of making a fitted sheet. Oh, I know. And towels. Good Lord, I'm constantly going through towels. But instead of making a fitted sheet, making it so that it has loops like the bed does. I have a bunch of elastic, so I can run elastic down the side and then make loops like the bed does and stick these through it, and it will hold the sheet on if she rolls around. Tosses and turns. You know how a 3-year-old sleeps. So that's what my brain's visualizing. Yeah. Oh, Jesus. My brain's starving for oxygen, can you tell? That's why we yawn. When our brain needs oxygen. Oh. It's gray outside too. That doesn't help my mood. So. Oh. I'm in that middle period of either freeze or cook, one or the other. Oh. I usually just cook most of the time. And then and so everybody else has to freeze. Another thing I got to talk with my doctor again in a month if nothing comes from this MRI. And again, something went this way. But it was never in front of me. Usually I could see something. My mother never had to deal with that. She was so damaged from the abuse she dealt with the hand of older men as a small child that, yeah, that messed it up. Oh, and I got my Kira. I got her a backpack with a leash. Yeah. Oh, yeah. I don't know what my oxygen is. I've always been a shallow breather. So for me to breathe deep, I have to consciously pay attention. Yeah. Um, where did I see someone? It was in a short somewhere. I've got one of those things for my finger. I actually got two of them. I think I've always shallow breathed when I was little. It's just so you guys are aware. This made me think of something, and I had to tell other people too. I wear a lot of black because I have a whole bunch of black tops. I have 4 of the same black top that's just like this. And I have 2 like this that are purple and 1 that are blue. And yeah, I'm constantly, well, like I said, I have over 30 now tops like this. I could go a whole month without washing a top, but these are the most comfortable ones. Oh, my nose, it just. I need more blankets. Oh, super glue. I'm like, what's on the floor? Lately, I've just been living out of what comes out of the washer and dryer and goes on the couch. Oh, time to move the sprinklers. I need to find out. Well, see these? Okay, so in my kitchen, on the 2 steps down to the laundry room and towards the garage, I have up above the top of the ceiling, I have a shower rod and those the clips at the bottom. I took one of these, a king size one, folded it in half, sewed it together, and now I have 2 curtains. And it really, hey Mary, how are you? And it really keeps out the cold or the heat, because the garage is insulated, but it's not heated. So, you open the garage, the laundry room gets cold, or the 4 doors get cold if you open that side of the garage door. And then it wants to go into the kitchen. And I'm such a baby that I don't like being cold. So I sewed it like this and then put the clips and hung it. Works great. But some days, depending on my mood, what kind of mood I'm in, I'll come from the basement into the kitchen, and usually nobody's home to see this. But like I'm going through the big red velvet curtains in the theater. So, yeah. I always kind of have fun with that. I'm usually by myself. Nobody sees me anyway, so yeah. but it was quite fun, and Kira thinks it's a blast because they're so soft. Yeah, pretty much that's what I come through going ta-da. And after so many, dance recitals, they had the big heavy red curtains that they had to lift up and pull aside, and yeah, it sort of just reminds me back those days when I did that. I need to get new tap shoes, which reminds me I need to get them in size 9s. Because I don't have the little petite 8.5 feet anymore. That used to be my wedding shoes were 8.5, double A width shoe, triple A width heel. Yeah. So, yeah. And white satin shoes. And yeah, my flattened feet ain't gonna fit those anymore. You have 2 9.5-pound kids, and all your feet get bigger. Those are folded. I gotta get out the thing and get that up there. Still trying to figure out how to Hades to fold this thing. I'm a 9 medium now, not narrow anymore. Not like it used to be. Or I just roll this up and put this in the bag. My dad used to tell me, don't go outside without your shoes on. I said, why? He goes, they think you're Bigfoot. As big as your feet are and as furry as you are, don't go outside without your shoes on. I'm like, thanks, Dad. Thanks. The first sentence I heard as a kid growing up was, well, quit being so sarcastic. So for me, sarcasm is natural. I wouldn't know what life was without sarcasm. So, yeah. He's not going to be long with us much longer. Man, growing up when I was little, I thought, didn't think, and there goes one of my styluses. Listening to all the stuff my dad did, and lived through, and I'm like going, there's no way in hell. You know how your parents want our kids to do better than we did? There's no way in hell I could do as much as he did. No. Hey, main girl, how are you? I know. I need to figure out a design for a shirt that says Miss Dragon's Menagerie, and a place to go through. I've got a spring. There one again. There's one that went. Of course, it could be just this. It could be just this coming around. I just watch something go whoop. But it could be just nervous, kind of keeping myself busy, trying not to think about it. But right now, the worst thing for me is I have to get up an hour and a half earlier than I normally do. So, and I mean, it'd be nice if they found a reason, but if they don't find a reason, why am I seeing this? Why do I see these things? I mean, sometimes they've been so, they have depth to them, whatever I'm seeing. No, you're not the first one, hon. Don't worry. At first I used to think because they were like white or gold. First I thought it was just the light shining through my Edgar Winter white hair. But I'd be in different spots, and I've literally gone like this thinking they were in front of my face. So if it's not, what is it? Am I just seeing as the frequencies change, our magnetosphere gets weakened and we're seeing things differently? Am I starting to see through the veil? I don't know. That's what I'm more weirded out about. If they can't find out why, I want to know how I'm seeing. Is it just, like I said, I've got, like I get out in the bright sunlight and my skin's iridescent, and that's been for a few years now. I have no idea what it is. I have no idea that I did not fold this right. So But I know if they find something, I ain't gonna do anything about it. No. No, I'm not gonna do anything. Nap limit. I'm just I want to enjoy what's left. If that's what comes up. Instead of throwing up every 5 minutes and having to go to a doctor every time so I can pad their pockets so I can eventually die anyway. Forget it. Keep something went that way. I'm hoping it's dust. Yeah. Hey Sandy, how are you? So yeah, I'm just gonna leave it, let my life run the way it's supposed to run, and I don't want any extra help. I don't want to spend, like, say, the last 4 years stickering a dog when I can be just dealing with some headaches or some weird things in my sight and go out and do things. You know? So, yeah. And like I said, like, depending on what time I get done tomorrow, no contrast, so it may only be 30 minutes. So, there's Sandy. Hopefully I'll get back in time, but I gotta run to Home Depot. And thank you, TikTok. Now all I can think of is Homey Depot. That little girl where her dad asked her where she got her lipstick, and she goes, "My lipstick? I got my lipstick at the Homey Depot." So that's what I think of every time I think of Home Depot. I gotta run and get some curtains for the other room, and they're not curtains, but curtain rods for the other room. And then I gotta go pick up some blackout fabric at Joann's. I only need 2 yards of that. That'll be easy. And then I have to get a couple things at the grocery store. Yeah. I knew a girl in high school that I went to high school with her. She was so pale. She was darn near blue. And you could see her veins. It was really odd. Nice girl. But yeah, it was really strange. You could just see all of her veins. Yeah. Okay, there's one. Trying to get these all back in there. So I get my room back to where it's supposed to be again, kind of. So far, but nice. This is gonna be how my day's going. Yeah, pretty much. She was pretty much powder without any powers. Yeah, it was, and dark. What was that? It just went that way. But she was like she would have made a perfect Snow White because she had dark hair. Yeah. I have no idea what just flew that way. Well, who knows? I've got little bone bits on my table here. So, why are you beating yourself up? There's no need to. Spill it. And I've got little tiny, tiny bone fragments on my. I'm gonna go get them and see what I get. They're behind me. Oh God, I'm still sore. These two things so I can have a room to put them in a place. It's been so long since I've used these things to ask me if I can use them. Oh. Well, hopefully the friend won't be hurt for too long. God, the last time I pulled these things out were about 2 years ago. a friend wanted me to do a reading, and it's usually my brain tells me when I'm supposed to. What I need to learn how to do is okay, that's cool. Because she's vacationing, isn't she? Hopefully I'll still be awake. I usually watch her now as I finish my last dishes for the night. I didn't do any dishes last night, but I got to bed early. Yeah, 1/2 too big for my nail to go over it. I usually do these 7 times. Oh, yeah. I wasn't sure. I had to look twice, Mary, when I jumped in on the live yesterday, if it was a channel, that other channel you made. But that was cool last night, what you did. And those lighthouses were really neat. Nails are too long to go around the... I've lost count how many I did. I think I'm at 4. They say you shuffle your cards 7 times, and then that's when they're fully shuffled. So, but with these nails, it's a little harder. Oh, okay. All right. But yeah, that's what I thought it was going. So I'm like going, oh, well, cool. And then did you say Alfonso did the music? Let's not shuffle them like... Oh no, I did do it right. My brain is backwards. Okay. One more. Yeah, I like that idea for Mondays. Yeah, because they just... What's nice is I could kind of go cook, come back, look at the chat, come back, kind of go back and forth. Yeah, that was really cool music. Okay. So I'm going to cut this twice. I'm not going to look at it. Then I'm going to cut it again and see what I get. Someone's got to help me because it's been a long time since I've done cards. And so what I pull off the bottom is the Fool. So it may not be anything tomorrow. That would be nice. I think I would be more accepting. I was age 6. Catholic school problems. What is it? I always say, you two went to Our Lady of Guilt. And when it comes to talking about going to Catholic school, I didn't go to Catholic school. I went to public school. Catholic school was in the other town. We didn't have one. Or I'm sure my mother would have stuffed me in one. Yeah. Yeah. It's really, really good practice. So, yeah. But I pulled the Fool. Let's see what this booklet says. It's been so long since I've done anything with this. But I'm hoping I can find my glasses to read. Hey, maybe I'm not really good. Oh, here they are. I'm like, yeah, exactly. No, because then you stunt yourself. If if they keep telling you, then you limit yourself, you stunt yourself, you don't allow yourself to live fully. So you just go through my Instagram, honey, and you can use anything you want. So, yeah, I know. It's been such a long time. I'm just taking the book out of here really quickly. Without. I mean, if it was death, I would have known it had been a change, so that would have been something would have been found, but yeah. Okay, Mary just sent me something. Cool. Yeah, but I meant you use any of mine, any of my Rainier pictures, whatever. I'll send you my Instagram link and you can go through and use whatever you want. Because a nice thing is they'll have my little tiny name in the corner. So, good lovers, the elephant. What number are we? 0. Of course, 0. Mania, extravagance, intoxication, delirium, and it wasn't upside down. So frenzy. You know, could be just like I said. I could be worried for something that's not there. Yeah. So. But oh well, she did share them. She sent them in the first place. But yeah. I know. I'm hoping the new horizon is the finding it that there's nothing wrong, that I am maybe seeing through the veil. I'm seeing through the different frequencies. And, oh, did you see my thumbnail? To me? And I made that right before this. If I can show it. To me, it just, let's see if I can find her first. So I get it up on my home screen. Okay, where's it at? It should be my previews. There's the image. Why can't I see it? Window. There it is. That's not the full image. I just took it really quickly out of screenshot it from my phone so I could use more of it. But it's kind of that's a tough one. Because I wrote When Worlds Collide, and to me, I saw that and I thought of CERN. So maybe what I'm seeing is a result of that, the shift. I haven't looked at the Schumann lately to see what's going on, but yeah. Hey, stop it! Don't dig at the carpet. Come on. Come on. Don't dig at the carpet. Dang it, I have to replace that blasted carpet. Yeah. I said people, when he heard that people went into therapy, he answered, don't they have friends? There and find them. Yeah. I got you guys. Yeah, that was my first thought, was CERN. So maybe what I'm seeing is 2 timelines, 2. They don't find anything. That's what I'm thinking I'm seeing. Is the two shifts going on. I don't know. It's like I said, I always feel like something after a while right here. Like where if you see pictures of angels and their wings and where they come out of, something feels like it's trying to come out of my shoulder right here. It's really strange. It's been that way for the last few months. I don't know. But put the cards back. So I put them away before the but yeah, I will look for a community post that I'll let you know, and that'll let you know what I've got going on. So tomorrow, I want to be back to the house. I don't want to be. I'd rather talk to you guys and go getting milk, and I don't need bread. I got a whole list I got going. Jesus. And I got to pay the cell phone bill today too, because it's, what is the date? It's due today. Okay, guys. Yeah. It could be. And my injury for my shoulder blades over here. So, yeah. Oh, weird. I've had pneumonia. I've had pneumonia twice. So, I would much rather have it be a pneumonia scar than have what came through my mind the other day. A parasite, you know? Yeah. Yeah, I will. I'll post it. Harvest is going to be coming up in a couple of months. This is going to get louder and louder. And the window's shut. So, yeah. So yeah, but I'll let everybody know. I'll either put it in the Facebook group or community. I'll probably put it in both. You know, if anybody's not, no, I haven't put anything on my Facebook about it. I'll just leave. I got too much family on there. I've got birth family and adoptive family, and yeah, no, I haven't put it on. It'll go into the Facebook group or on the community page. So, I got to get out there and get that burger cut up and ground before she gets here and wants to help. You know, which is fine. I don't mind her helping, but you know, yeah, that's not a parasitic twin. Oh God, no. My birth certificate says singular. The world only needs a singular, and I've seen enough X-Files to think of the X-Files where that little piece came off and walked around. Yeah, no. Mm-mm. Mm-mm. I know. I did almost nothing with Facebook until I joined this group again. I did most of my stuff on Instagram, which posted it to Facebook, so I never had to go to Facebook. Yeah. So, but yeah, I'll keep you guys in touch. I've got to get off here. I've got to, yeah, it's never going to end. Where are the days of eating bonbons and watching soap operas? Those are long gone for housewives. Yeah. Okay, guys, here I go. I'm finally going to do this now. Yes. All of my love, Miss Dragon. Make sure I get the right one.
Thank you for being part of Miss Dragon's menagerie. I hope you enjoyed your stay. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. All my love, Miss Dragon.